Is it the beginning of World War III? US attack on Yemen. The world must pay for Israel's strike on Gaza, said by leader of Houthi force.
First and foremost, the Houthis are Zaydi Shiites, or Zaydiya. Shiite Muslims are the minority community in the Islamic world, and Zaydis are a minority of Shiites, significantly different in doctrine and beliefs from the Shiites who dominate in Iran, Iraq, and elsewhere, often called Twelvers for their belief in 12 imams. In short, they are a very different sect than the Iranian version of Shiism that Americans have come to know since the 1979 Iranian Revolution. For over 2.5 years, the United States has supported Saudi Arabia in a war against the Houthi movement in Yemen. The war has created the worst humanitarian catastrophe in the world and threatens to turn into the largest famine in decades. Yet very few Americans know who the Houthis are, what they stand for, and why they are our de facto enemies. Two administrations have backed the war against the Houthis without a serious campaign to explain why Americans should see them as our enemies. For weeks, shipping vessels around the Red Sea have been harassed by Yemeni militants called the Houthis, disrupting one of the world's most important trade routes. A military coalition led by the U.S. has blasted down drone and missile attacks from the Iran-backed rebels. Now the situation is heating up. The U.S. and U.K. bombed over a dozen Houthi sites in Yemen on Thursday night in retaliation for the militant group's ongoing attacks. The group has since vowed revenge for the deadly strikes. Why are the Houthis attacking ships in the Red Sea? The Houthis have supported Hamas since it first attacked Israel in October and killed hundreds of civilians. Israel has responded with a fierce, months-long bombing campaign in the Gaza Strip where Hamas holds power. Israel's military has said it is taking steps to reduce civilian casualties, but there has been an international outcry over the scale of destruction in Gaza. The Hamas-led Gazan Health Authority says 23,000 people have died in the Israeli bombings and ground assaults. The Houthis say they've attacked dozens of international ships that pass through the Suez Canal and into the Red Sea as retaliation for the Israeli bombings. The rebels claim the vessels are on their way to help Israel, though many of the commercial ships under attack were not bound for Israeli shores. U.S. ships have been shot down dozens of Houthi missiles and drones and repelled their attacks, but some have gotten through. A Maersk ship was struck by a missile in late December. The shipping giant then announced it would pause sending ships through the area.